What's up? I'm back. Ugh. And I'm gonna try to continue this series of what if Esdeath was Naruto's mom. What is this, part 4? I think so. So anyway, Kakashi says duck as a huge blade gets lodged into a tree and there's a man standing on it. And Kakashi, he looks up and he says, Zabuza. And Zabuza looks at Kakashi like, the copy ninja Kakashi. Listen, man, I'm not here for you. I'm here for the bridge builder. So if you would have kindly just, and before he could finish it, he had to dodge a kunai from Kakashi. You're not coming after the bridge builder, Tazan, Zabuza. Well, I was itching for a fight. Bring it, Kakashi. And so, Kakashi says stay back and watch the bridge builder. And the same thing happens in canon with Kakashi getting stuck in a water prison jutsu. And Naruto jumps in like, alright, Kakashi, since you ain't gonna take this fight seriously, I guess I got to. And with Naruto just walking, Zabuza can just sense the amount of bloodlust coming off of Naruto. Like, it was probably more than Gaara during the Chunin exams. So, yeah. And Zabuza, he is sweating like, what the hell? Why does a Genin have this much bloodlust for? I mean, I know I have a lot of bloodlust, but this dude, god damn. And so, Naruto, he pulls out his sword, and he's like, fight me, Zabuza, so that, he can get Kakashi out of the water prison jutsu. And, and Zabuza like, a swordsman. Someone who can fit sort of like my style. But no one is better than the 7 swordsmen of the mist, as Zabuza charges in. And Naruto blocks his first swing, and then he trips him, and was about to slash at his arm, and Zabuza rolled out the way, bringing his blade upward, trying to cut off Naruto's arm, but Naruto made a ice clone, which hit the sword, causing it to shatter. The clone, not the sword. And so Naruto's thinking, he might be a bit of a challenge. But I don't know anyone can be as good of a challenge as my mom. So, yeah. So Naruto, he rushes in. And this time he doesn't have to use his rapier. He can make anything out of ice. Anything. So, yeah. Naruto, he rushes at Zabuza. And he's not really hitting Zabuza. He's just kind of dashing around him. And Zabuza just thinking to himself, wait, is he a Yuki clan member like Haku? And so Naruto, he just dashing around him. And then Zabuza, he getting a little dizzy, and Naruto hit him straight in his face with the meanest right hook, which sent Zabuza tumbling into like 4 trees, releasing Kakashi from the water prison. So yeah. And Kakashi's like, thanks, Naruto. I think I can handle for right now. And Naruto's like, I bet. And so, same thing as canon. Kakashi activates a Sharingan, and Zabuza gets bodied, but he gets bodied a lot quicker because of what Naruto did. So anyway, Haku jumps in, with a 3 little senbon to the neck, making them think Zabuza's dead, which he's really not. And so, Kakashi, he understands missing hunting ends. And so, with him being the envoy and stuff, so yeah. And so, they leave, or Kakashi like, alright, it's time to go. And before he could take another step, he passes out. Yeah. So Naruto's like, ugh. So he just picks up Kakashi, and Tazuna's like, thank you guys for helping me out. And so in return, let me take you to my house. And they're like, alright, we need to get Kakashi on a rest. So, they make it to the house, and Tazuna's daughter comes out like, hey, you alright? Like you seem a little scuffed up a bit. And Tazuna looks and sees like he got a whole bunch of like marks and scratches on him from the fights. So yeah, and Tazuna's like, oh yeah, I'm good, thanks to this team, this the Team 17, and uh Tazuna's daughter is thanking them all as they go into the house, putting Kakashi in the bed so that they can so that he can rest. And so, same thing with Tazuna's grandson telling them all, like, y'all just wasting y'all time. Y'all wasting y'all time. Zabuza super strong. He gonna kill you. Blah, blah, blah. And Naruto, he walks towards Tazuna's grandson. And there he just looks at him with a smile on his face. And then he drops the smile into a menacing glare, which kind of spooked Inari. And Inari talks about how his dad died because of Tazuna's group and stuff. And Naruto, with that Esdeath mentality, was like, no, your father died because he was weak. Which kind of pissed Inari off, but at the same time, he knew he was right. So Naruto just said straight up, hey, don't be bitching about shit like that. If you want a problem fixed, you work for it to fix it. Don't just wait around for someone to magically appear for it to be fixed. You need to work on that. Just improve yourself. Which, it's kind of that tough love speech. Not exactly like talking no jutsu, but enough to where he gets the point. And and there he crying, he like, thank you. And Naruto's like, I don't do all that hugging shit, so yeah. Now, you train, you get stronger. Cause someday someone's gonna depend on you. Rather than you depending on someone. So when that time moment comes, be prepared. And so yeah, in there with a new mentality now. Thanks to Naruto's tough love speech. And Sasuke, he like couldn't tell it better myself. And so, a day later, and Kakashi, he's able to move now. And so he's moving a bit, and he comes downstairs, and they're like, oh, so you can move now. And Kakashi like, yeah, I guess I overused my Sharingan. And so, same thing. And Kanan, walking on the training thing. But Naruto's like, yeah, I already know how to do this. So I'm going to go train in the forest. And Kakashi's like, alright, just don't be out for too long. And Naruto's like, alright. So, Naruto, he goes to the forest. And when he's training, Naruto trains hard. And whatever place he trains in ends up being an icy forest. No, an icy just dome when he's done. And so, Naruto, he training super duper hard. And now that summertime forest where a puddle in it would make no sense, that forest is frozen. Ice everywhere. And so, after like a little while, it starts to heat up a bit, but it's still struggling to counteract Naruto's ice everywhere. So, but a good amount is thawed out at this point. And so Naruto right now he's chilling, laying down, and you know Haku shows up. And someone in the comment asked me, do a Haku Naruto ship. I think I might do that. And yeah, Haku is a girl. Yeah. So yeah. So Naruto he chilling and he senses someone coming up. And so even though he's laying down, he puts himself on guard. So Haku shows up, and when Naruto sees Haku, oof. Let's just say he felt like how Esdeath felt when she saw Tatsumi. Yeah. But he ain't gonna do the whole "you belong to me now. Here's your freaking chain thing so I can drag you everywhere." Nah. So yeah. So Naruto he just looking at Haku like, God damn. And so, Haku explains the whole I'm getting some herbs to heal someone. And Haku gives the whole speech of it makes you strong once you love someone, and when you gotta protect them, it automatically makes you stronger. And Naruto, he keeps that in mind. And throughout the whole time, Haku is just blushing being around Naruto because I ain't gonna lie, he's a sexy motherfucker. I ain't gonna cap. He he clean. And so yeah. And Haku just looking around like, did you do this to this forest? And Naruto looking around like, oh, yeah, I guess I did, rubbing his head. Wait, are you a Yuki clan member? And Naruto, he just looking like, Yuki clan member? No. And she's like, then how are you able to do this much ice? And Naruto's like, should I tell her about the whole mark on my chest and stuff? He's like, nah. And Naruto just tells her, it's just a rare Kekkei Genkai I got, which gives me abilities of ice, kind of like, I guess, your clan. And so Haku like, alright. And so they make they leave. And Naruto goes back to Tazuna's house. And so Naruto, he's still tired from training, even though he lay down. So he decides to go to the house to rest a bit. And so, he rests for a bit longer than usual. And then he wakes up to hearing screams from Inari and Tazuna's daughter. And so, he rushing out the house, getting his clothes on. And he's like, what's going on? As he sees Inari and Tazuna's daughter about to be freaking killed. And so he dashes front, grabbing them both and freezing them instantly. Kind of like how Esdeath did to Susanoo. Yeah, just touched him and said freeze. And he just stuck like that. So yeah. And Naruto looked back like, I guess you're taking what I said into consideration. You're putting yourself on the line of someone you care about. And that automatically makes you stronger. And so yeah. Naruto, I feel like he's gonna be using that Haku speech a lot more than usual. So yeah. And so Naruto, he asks them where did the rest of his team go, and they're like, they went out to the bridge. And Naruto like, I bet. So he's rushing to the bridge, and he's rushing there, and he sees Sasuke stuck in the Kaku's ice mirror prison stuff, where she just dashing around, cutting him up. And Naruto he sees it's like, I guess this is what she meant by her clan. And so, Naruto, he walks into the prison jutsu. And Sasuke's like, what the hell? Why are you here? And Naruto's like, because you're getting all fucked up. Just sit this one out. Take a knee. And Sasuke's like, alright, fine. Since I got no choice at this point. And so Naruto, he sees the ice. And he's just thinking like, this aura seems kind of familiar. And so, the fight with Haku and Naruto is pretty much just a fight of ice at this point. Haku do some shit, Naruto do some shit, just counteracting each other. And so, Naruto kind of senses a weakness in Haku's ice mirrors. He knows that once Haku goes one place, it takes her like a quick second to like do it over and over and over again. And so Naruto, he anticipates which mirror she about to go in next. And so he sees Haku go into another mirror and knows that she's about to come out the one right next to him. And right when she was about to come in right at him, he just punches the mirror where she was about to come in at, shattering her mask. And Naruto, he's seeing Haku like, oh, so I guess you were that hunter in from before. And Haku's like, yeah, I was. And so, they have a little bit of a conversation, Naruto being a little bit flirtatious, if I should say. And so, Haku blushing like, and Naruto like straight up tells her like, why don't you come back to the Hidden Leaf with us? You seem very strong. And Haku would think about it, and Naruto just says, well, I'll even spare your master for you. And as Naruto dashes up, elbows Kakashi in his stomach. And, he kind of like, what the fuck was that for? And Naruto says, well, I got a opposition for, I got a little bit of a deal for, Zabuza. What, kid? If you come back to the Hidden Leaf with us, with Haku, I won't kill you. And Zabuza knows Naruto could kill him, just sensing the bloodlust coming off of him. And Zabuza's like sweating. He's like, alright, fine. I'll come with you. And Naruto's like, great. But if you try doing anything funny, I'll kill you. There'll be an ice spike in your neck before you could think about it. And Zabuza, he knows Naruto isn't bullshitting when he's saying this. And so, Gado and his man show up like, oh, so he's switching over now. Well, I wasn't gonna give you your money anyway, bitch. And Zabuza, he a little pissed off at that, as well as Haku. And Naruto looks at Zabuza and Haku like, so, you wanna take this or? And they're like, alright. And so Naruto's like, okay, I'll take 500 on the front. Haku, you take 500 to the left. And Zabuza, you take 500 to the right. And Zabuza's like, I'll even take 600 to the right. And Naruto's like, that's the spirit. Now, let's go. And so, it's pretty much a massacre at this point. Ice just destroying people. And Zabuza's going crazy with the executioner blade. And so, yeah, they finished him off. Leaving Gato there, shaking in his boots. Also kind of freezing, shivering. Because, it's really cold out now. And, not only that, the the village of the basically Zabuza's ties in his village show up, and they're like, "We're here to finish you off, Gato." And Naruto's just like, just holding Gato in the air about the throat, and Gato he's shaking like, "Don't kill me. I'll give you whatever you want, anything." And Naruto's like, "Anything?" And Gato's like, "Yes, I will." And Naruto says, "All right, give all the money that you have made from these people and give it back to them, and you will do good for them. And if I catch you ever doing anything bad again, just know that I got another ice person with me that will be happy to kill you as well as these people. Now remember, I'm sparing you. And this is probably you're probably 1 out of 5 people I spared me growing up. So take this to lighthearted." And Gato, he literally taking this to heart like, alright. And so yeah, Gato, he's helped supporting the bridge with the money. And the bridge is still called, actually it's not gonna be called the Great Naruto Bridge. It's actually gonna be called like the hmm, the let's say like the Great Icy Bridge. Yeah. And so yeah, Haku, Zabuza, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Zabuza, Karen, Kakashi all head back to Konoha. And so with that, I will end it right there. Yeah, I feel like that's a good point to end it on. And so yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like the most. And oh, by the way, let me know if you want me to bring icy fatalities in this series. Like, let me know if you let me to like have Naruto like brutally kill someone using ice, kind of like how Sub-Zero would do in Mortal Kombat series. Now let me know if you want that. And so yeah, until next time, I'm out. Peace.